Hi everyone, Professor Duckett here. So if you're looking for a fun project or a fun way to maybe you want to create a animated gift, digital Valentine's Day card, or maybe you want to create a fun little birthday card and surprise someone with an original concept that you come up with, here is an idea that you can use. And you don't have to do exactly what I've done, but following the steps, you can kind of combine and collaborate your own colors and images to create something similar. So let's get started. All right, so to begin, you're going to go up to File New and just select the 1080 by 1080 pixel dimensions so that you can get something that's Instagram sized. And so once you have your canvas, the next thing you want to do is create your shapes. So you can go over here and grab the rectangle tool and just kind of start drawing. I like the color that's already in there, so I'm not going to change it, but you can go, don't want to do that. Make sure you select the move tool if you try to move it. And then Command T if you want to transform it and kind of stretch it out. Free transform is nice because you can move and adjust the scale of the image. All right, so once that's placed, again, select the move tool. And again, if you wanted to change the colors, you could go over here to the right in appearance and then just set the shape color that you want. I'm gonna keep with pink. Cancel. Move tool. Command T to freely transform it. And it's placed. All right, so now we have our colors and kind of our shapes in place. We want to slide that down just a little bit. So now what we want to do is just go ahead and over here next to the little eyeballs next to it, just uncheck those and just go ahead and highlight background. We'll go ahead and work on that next. And for the background, what I did to accomplish the look, I just grabbed a gradient. So I selected the gradient tool right over here to the left above the type tool. Then I went up to the gradient picker, which is over here, and I just found something that I thought would blend well with the colors that I chose for the tips. So I think that's about right. We'll go ahead and select that. And then we'll just put our gradient in there and we can adjust the gradient. Here we can double click and maybe play with, can just slide these over or see it to be a little lighter. You can just slide those little houses over, and it all depends on how specific you want to get. You can also go through the different gradient options here and play with just a different direction of the color. That's a little bit more. I think that's kind of what I'm going for. And then you can check the eyeballs and just see how your colors are blending. So you have this really bright pink and kind of this soft lilac going on, or whatever colors that you chose. So what I did next, I went and I highlighted my rectangle and I started to apply different filters. And the one I really liked, which really gave a nice card feel to it, was the oil paint. So just apply that filter there, and then again select your second rectangle and just go to filter and oil paint. And if you, I think it lives under one of these, just in case you're unable to find it. But if you go to filter, it should be in one of those options that you have. And so oil paint again. If you want to remember that shortcut, you can. And then I selected the background and I just applied it to that. And so here is my base for my card that I want to do for my little digital, either birthday card or digital Valentine's. So now what I'm going to do is get my picture. And if you've seen my videos before, you know that I just think this dog is the cutest. So I'm going to Charles Deluvio from Unsplash. Thank you for this cute little picture. So once you have this photo open, and to open the photo, if you don't know how to do that, just go to File, Open. If you saved it on your desktop or on your in your downloads, you just open it up and it should look like this. So you can go to Unsplash and find a little cute puppy photo, or you can use this one, whatever you decide. Once it's open, just go to File. Let me make sure I remember where. So that's what it looks like when it's finished, but we're still over here. Let me find my window. There's my window. Okay. So you'll want to just go to Select, Subject, and then just wait for the marching ants to appear. And once they appear, you then can make sure you're not in your gradient tool, but using your move tool. Select that one. Then grab this selection and move it over, just holding your mouse down, move it over, bring it down, 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 and release. Yikes, so it's huge. It's too big for the frame that we're trying to design in, so we have to transform it. So you're gonna go either to Edit and then find Free Transform there. And then you're gonna have to look for those lines. So we're gonna have to, there we go. So you're kind of gonna have to move it around and find the kind of scale guides on there. And you just keep grabbing the corners, you should be able to get it to the size that you need it. All right, so I'm gonna place that. So now you have your pup in your card. And so the next thing that you want to do is you want to create different scenes. And how you do that is you just do Command T. And so this, with him in this stance, is one scene. So I would export this photo out as a PNG just with it like this, but then I would also export other photos with it tilted one way and the next. So for example, I have this picture. You want to get maybe four or five different scenes with your subject kind of doing some kind of motion. So this might be a scene. So I just go to File, Place. Now go to File, Export, Quick Export PNG, and you can call this Doggy Frame 1. Save it to your desktop or wherever. Then with the dog selected again, Command T, and just angle it another way. Place it. File, Export, Doggy Frame 2. Command T. May want to move him up a little bit. You can save that. And then the last one, Command T. And this can be silly, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It's meant to be fun, so just have some fun with it. File, export, frame. All right, so you want to make sure you'll put all of those images that you saved into a folder, into one folder on your desktop, because in the next video, I'm going to show you how in Photoshop to animate those together so that you have some movement, and then show you even some tricks on how you can further develop it using other tools like Canva, etc. So I will see you in the next video.